I'm Mark Dice sitting in for Alex Jones during this final segment. Thanks for joining us, talking about some historical examples of fake news and why the mainstream media is the real fake news. And of course, platforms like this and individuals on YouTube, social media, influencers are the real danger to this fake news industrial complex, which is why they're trying to shut us down. YouTube is so powerful that, remember that video of Mitt Romney back during the 2012 election of him being caught at an event talking about how 47% of the voters will never vote for him because they want the free stuff? That was a video captured on tape by a bartender who was at the event. This was one of the big wealthy donors and fundraising events. And that bartender just didn't like him, recorded his speech, gave it to a news outlet. I think it was I don't even want to mention which news outlet it was, give him any attention. But then obviously it all went viral. We all remember the video. That video is partially responsible, according to many Republican analysts, as being to blame for Mitt Romney losing the election because of a YouTube video that was covertly taken. That's the power of YouTube. That's why Hillary Clinton was recruiting YouTubers and having them literally do promotional videos for her during the campaign. That's why Barack Obama sat down and did interviews with YouTubers to promote Hillary's campaign. So we saw Obama was the first president to start doing sit-down interviews with the late-night comedy shows. Really a first to sit down with Jimmy Kimmel and all these other guys. Presidents never did that before Barack Obama. And so the climate has changed. His tactics have changed. They wanted to reach people who didn't watch the news. It's a genius idea. And so now with the rise of YouTubers, with thousands of YouTube channels that rivaling mainstream media, they're now not only using YouTube to try to influence, to reach people, but they're also then trying to come after other people like myself to shut us down. It's quite incredible. YouTube was even credited partially with helping the Arab Spring go off over in Egypt back in 2012 because they were posting the videos on YouTube. Now Twitter has video, Facebook has video, but for a while, you recall, YouTube was the only place to actually do that. And so that's why it's so important for InfoWars to keep going. That's why you see InfoWars. I see almost every day Alex Jones is attacked in the mainstream media. Oh, they just nitpick every single thing he says. I think that they're almost using his name as clickbait. Oh, Alex said this, Alex said that, because his name grabs headlines, because what he's doing is interesting. It's cutting edge. And so partially they're attacking him, but partially they may just be so desperate that the mainstream media are trying to just get clicks. And so they're just using Alex's name in order to do it. So it's been incredible to see so vicious the mainstream media attacks, so personal against him. And we're seeing them now go after InfoWars contributors. We're seeing them go after Paul Joseph Watson. We're seeing Roger Stone have to fight lawsuits. And so it's very important to not sit back, not relax. Seeing them try to shut down Twitter alternative Gab. Didn't get the approval over at the Bilderberg of Tech conference, the Sun Valley conference, which is a pseudo-secret meeting every July. Bilderberg happens in June. The Sun Valley conference happens in July. It is basically Bilderberg of media and tech. They go and cut a bunch of big deals. They come up with their new terms of service. The head of the CIA, always there, or the former CIA heads, always there, keynote speakers. So this does make the mainstream media a little bit, but if it's just a place for them to broker deals, if it's just a conference to talk about which media company they're going to buy, why is the head of the CIA meeting with the Sun Valley conference then? It's obvious that they're setting the agenda, setting the terms of service, deciding which companies are going to be there. Stay tuned. We got John Rappaport coming up for the fourth hour. I'm Mark Dice sitting in for Alex Jones.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying.
Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com.